And Springer, very disappointing third. Lifetime best there from the Pakistani. Good swim from him. So, if you want to make the final of the Commonwealth Games, you just get up there and have a go. Give it a good old fight, and anything can happen. And I think here we could have two more Scotsmen in the final. Gilchrist goes in lane 5, Ross Clark in 7. And there's no real reason why, if they get up and do the job here and do what all the British swimmers have been doing and giving a lesson in fighting to the other guys, just racing and racing hard, you get yourself in the final, you've got a decent chance. Jin Wen Tan of Singapore goes in lane 2. It looks like we've had another scratch. Indeed we have. Scott Dickens of Canada has not turned up. Now Jim Piper, what can he do? Disqualified on the 100 metres. So he's got a point to prove here, I think. Chris Gilchrist, ranked 4th in the Commonwealth this year, representing Scotland. Trains at the City of Edinburgh. And next to him from Dundee, coached by Heather Albin, Ross Clark. And can we get two more Scotsmen in the final? Great tradition in breaststroke, Scotland. Of course, back to David Wilkie. The current British record holder, of course, is Ian Edmund, the Scot. And Gilchrist is not slow either. There he is. So two Scotsmen next to each other, lanes 5 and 6.
Well, just picking up on that David Wilkie comment, I mean, he was the inspiration for a whole generation. I mean, somebody I watched when I was 11, 12 years old and was hugely impressed with what he did, and it really spurred me on. And then I know that things that I did inspired other people, and so the breaststroke tradition really in Britain, if you like the godfather of all that, was David Wilkie.
Well, it was, you know, went through Goodhue, it went through Morehouse, it went through Gillingham, it's gone through Ian Edmund. Certainly, you know, the Mew, Cook, Gibson, Whitehead, we've always had several people in the top 10, and there's very few events, probably no other event actually in the men's swimming pool that's happened in. Jim Piper looking quite good here, Adrian, and Gilchrist and Clark going with him, and this good again from Scottish swimming.
Absolutely, as I said before, the first heat, looking forward to what Gilchrist does here. Kirsty Balfour, his teammate, not just in Scotland but club mate, same coach, has really stepped her game up. And Gilchrist's best time 2:13.5. Well, that's what he entered on anyway. So if he swims well here, he should be able to drop down. I'm not sure if he's going to do it in these heats because it looks like there's not a lot required. But Piper, he'll be a little bit worried, you know, Jim Piper right now, because he was disqualified for a stroke infringement, not just on a turn. So in breaststroke right now, they've started to allow a butterfly kick on the turn. So you've never been able to do that. You've had to keep your legs very still when you turn off the wall. But during the stroke, you're not supposed to do a fly kick at all. And some of the swimmers, if you look right now, see here, right there, instead of doing a fly kick, you have to keep them straight. Jim Piper having a big look over there to see where his opposition was. So he's holding something back here, as you might expect. But actually, you can't see it on this shot. But on the back of the feet, here you go. When you finish your breaststroke kick, the heels. Look at his white feet there outside the suit. They're not supposed to come on. They can come up a little bit, but not fly kick down. Yeah. His leg kicks are almost twitching going. He's not doing that on the purpose. But anyway, Gilchrist really having a go at him. But Piper, I think, has eased up here. So Gilchrist doing a good swim, solid swim.
Well, it's certainly good enough to make the final. No fireworks going off in these men's 200 metres breaststroke, I've got to tell you. So Piper winning the final heat in a 2:15.5. Gilchrist second, 2:16.2. That will be good enough to make the final. And Ross Clark 2:22.5. That might be just outside.
Well, you're right, no fireworks. I mean, my best time would have got me first fastest qualifier. That's from 22 years ago.
David Wilkie? What did he do?
He would have gone 2:15.11.
Wow.
Well, I just think that they knew it was a light field. That's all. I can only think that Piper and Brown and those guys knew it was a light field, and that they just didn't have to do too much. But, well, like a few of the other races, it's wide open.
So I think we will see at least one Scotsman in that final. I think Andrew Breeze made it as well. So we'll see a Scotsman and an Irishman. And I think actually a 2:19 has made the final. Well, that's probably one of the weakest finals to make that we've seen so far. We've seen some brilliant swimming. Many races right on world record pace. So many races, like a 10th or 2 off the world record. Of course, that brilliant 100 metres breaststroke. Liesl Jones, huge world record on that. So Jim Piper comfortably winning the final heat. Chris Gilchrist looked comfortable as well. Well, very easy indeed. It's going to be a slightly different matter in the final, I'm sure. Piper winning it, Gilchrist second, Ross Clark third.